Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another craft day. Well, today we're going to do something different and fun and something again I've never done, but this is a Pinterest inspired craft, and I saw this and I thought, well, this is perfect for what I am looking for, and I could get all of the supplies I need at the Dollar Tree, and let's give it a try. So what we're going to make today is a gazing ball table lamp. Now this is a table lamp that you can use inside or outside, and I'm going to use it inside because it's too hot to sit outside right now. But I might make another one or more when the season changes and it's a nicer time to be sitting outside in the patio. So this is a DIY gazing ball table lamp, and I'll explain how it's going to work as we go along. Give me a second, I'll bring you down to the table and we'll get started. See you in a bit. Okay, here's what you're going to need to make your light. You're going to need one of these round vases from the Dollar Tree, and they had two different sizes when I was there. I got the bigger one. You'll also need one of those flat pillar candle dishes. Okay, we won't need that right away. You'll need glue gun with lots of glue sticks, and you'll need these colored rocks that are flat on one side, glass gems they call them. And I'm using a green. It's a very pretty green. Now I happen to have Lazy Susan, so I'm going to use that. Just make it easier to go around the jar. And you're going to start by putting the jar upside down, and I just turned this on, so we'll have to let it heat up a few minutes. And I'm going to take some of these and just place them on the top here. And like I said, this was a Pinterest inspired, and if you go to Pinterest, you'll see a lot of different styles. And the edge will kind of go over the edge a little bit, and that's okay, because as you start putting them on around the edge, around the bottom, they'll meet. Oop. There you go. Alright, so now what I'm going to do, and I don't know how many of these this is going to take. I have 2 packages here. I actually have 4 packages, so we'll just see how many we need, and I'll let you know when I finish this. We're going to just take our hot glue. I don't think it's hot enough yet, but we'll see. Nope. Let me come back in just a second when it heats up. Okay, let's see if we're hot now. And I have a piece of cardstock here so that I don't get glue on my Lazy Susan. Now you can make this to go inside or outside. And if you get a few little glue strings, If you have a heat tool, that'll take care of them. Or a hairdryer. Well, now they stick pretty quickly, so you don't have too much time for adjustment. As I knock them off here. And be careful, because the glue will get hot. I see I got a little glue on the side of this one. You can just pick it off. And don't drop it upside down. There we go. Doesn't take much. I'm going to get a bigger one for in there. They're not that much difference in size, but there are some that are slightly larger than others. Now I'm going to put one right over here. And there you go. And then what you start to do is just go round and the reason I'm using hot glue is because they attach immediately and you don't have to hold them. Now hot glue is fine, and that's all you need if it's going to be inside. If it's going to be outside, you probably should take something like E6000 or even the Dollar Tree glue and reinforce between them, because the heat and the fluctuating temperatures will cause the hot glue to loosen after a while. And then when we're done with this part, we'll add our lighting. And you can see I'm just making them go in a circle. It's just kind of a repetitive thing, but it's really not difficult. And like I said, the This glue grabs right away on the glass. If you were using like an E6000 to put these on, you could probably just do one row and then have to put tape to hold it while it dried and then move to the next row. And it can be done, and it will be a lot more permanent, but it will take a lot longer. I think that green is pretty. I've seen people use, for the big gazing balls that you see outside, I've seen people do this same type of gluing with these glass beads on bowling balls that are no longer being used. And that really makes a full size. And I'm going to try and squish this in there if I can. I don't think I can, so we'll move it down a little bit. There we go. And you see, I go into the second row. Now, for the lighting on this, there's lots of options. I'm actually going to use fairy lights because it's going to be inside, and I can put it on a timer, and they'll come on, they'll go off automatically and then come on each day at the same time until the batteries run down. Because I probably have to take this and turn it a little bit to read the, so the remote can read it. Isn't this pretty, huh? Oh, I'm loving this. What a fun little project. And you could use all different shaped vases. Doesn't have to be just straight round. And I'll tell you what, I like the fact of my battery operated glue gun here. Otherwise the cord would be all over the place. I'm not sure if that Lazy Susan is a help or a hindrance because it keeps turning when I'm pushing it, but that's okay. How is that looking, huh? Isn't that pretty? And you know, when you put this on here, this is getting quite heavy. But anyway, I'm not using it outside because, two reasons. One, that sun would just kill it after a while out there because I don't have a covered patio, and we don't actually sit out there much in the summertime because it's too warm. It does become shady around 5 o'clock, but even then it's so warm out there that we don't leave the air conditioning. And the second reason is we're in our rainy and stormy season, and we have storms probably 5 days out of 7 in the afternoon. And I just glued that to me, which I didn't want to do. That was hot. I think I can get that off of there. If I can't, we'll just put it aside for now. You do need to be careful, especially the longer you're doing this. The hotter that glue is getting. Okay, 2 rows down. Let me do a couple more rows off camera, and then I'll be back, and we'll see what it looks like when we get towards the bottom. Let me just show you what I found a little easier. Putting the dab of glue, and then the marble. And this is the end of that first bag right here. I'm almost out of glue on this glue stick. This will be the last one for this glue stick. Moving right along. Yeah, I think this is easier, and it seems to be sticking just as well. Because that glue is hot enough that I'm getting a little playroom here. I'm much less apt to stick my finger in it, which is warm. Now see, I didn't get that one quite close enough, and I had just enough time to squish it over there. You don't get a lot of time because this grabs quickly. I got a little on the outside of this one, and I can just pick that off once this is nice and set. Now I've got that one too far away, and I don't think I have any chance of moving that over, so we're going to live with it. I'm going to try to get one in here. Yeah, I did it. Looking good, huh? Just two more, and then we're going to break into that other jar. This one I haven't got that on really good because I moved those two. So let's get that better. Oh, you know what? I think I gotta get my glue gun recharged. That's what the issue is. Okay, I can plug it into the charger and use it that way. Now I've got to wait for it to heat up a little bit. I'll be back when it gets hot. Okay, well guys, I had to revert to my corded glue gun because I have to wait till the other one charges. And I am now on my second package. I've only used a couple so far. I had to take a couple of them off. They weren't tight, and I I didn't realize that the glue gun had gone off, and so the glue wasn't really melted hot, so it wasn't really adhering that well, but we got them back on again. And this one's working just dandy. Look at this. Isn't that pretty? Look at that, huh? Not hard, just repetitive. And you need to be careful with this cut glue if you're doing this with your kids, because I do believe it has to be hot for this to really stick. Getting closer. Yeah, you can tell when this glue is hot. That grabs almost immediately. So I only wrecked one out of that first batch, and there was one that was broken in half in there. And the only thing that's wrecked about it is it's got glue on the back of it that I have to get off. But then I can use it. I do think it glues better with putting the glue on the glass piece here, the marble. Don't stick your hand in the tip of that thing, Donna. It's hot. I know it's difficult for you to see me getting it on. And I think I get one more in there. Put it that way. All right, we're almost getting up to the top here, or the bottom, or however it's going to be. And that one's kind of a strange looking thing. That one's kind of broken. home stretch here. And didn't get my rows perfectly straight, but I don't think anybody's going to sit there and judge the rows. That's like when I used to make cards, and you know, your cards, when I make a card, it looks like a homemade card. Stuck myself with the glue gun. But then it would have been perfect if my name were Hallmark, but it isn't. Now let's see here. Look at this. Look at that, huh? Isn't that beautiful? And truthfully, I was going to put something around the bottom, like some macrame cord, but I don't think it needs it. I'm going to undo this glue gun. Hold on. I don't think it needs it because you really can't see down to the bottom. And then put that on that plate. I think that is absolutely beautiful. And I bet it's going to look absolutely gorgeous lit up. So give me a second. I'm going to get some twinkle lights, fairy lights, and see what it looks like. Back in a bit. Okay, I brought you downstairs, and this is the little table that it's going to sit on. And you can see that it is a small table. So this is absolutely perfect. See how pretty, huh? And watch this. And of course, it can do all kinds of things because they're fairy lights. Fade in, fade out is kind of nice. And I think 8 is steady on. Now, this is so good because this remote control has a timer on it. And if I press the timer, it'll go for 4 hours. It also has a dimmer switch, so I could make it not quite as bright. Okay, see how it dimmed down? Isn't that pretty? And it actually reflects in the table. Can you see that? Love it. Absolutely love it. And I only stuck my fingers in the hot glue 3 times. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, give me a thumbs up and a comment. This whole thing cost about $5. $5 for the supplies, not including the glue sticks, which we always have anyway. And the glue sticks, if you got another package of glue sticks from the Dollar Tree, that would be another $1.25. But You'll need 2 bags of glass beads. You won't use all 2. In fact, if you have 3 bags, you can make 2 of these. 1 round vase and 1 dish. So I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification button. And I'll see you again on Sunday. This is going through all of the things now, but isn't that pretty? So until Sunday, have a great afternoon. Stay safe, play by the rules, and everybody play nice now. Love ya. Bye-bye.